You're watching the weekly Wednesday What's Up, the section of my channel where I tell you everything about my day in 1 week, or whatever I can recall. It's a very, very busy time right now. Akasan is quite busy actually. We'll just keep that quiet right now. What are we talking about today? What do we want to talk about today? We'll make it very simple, I suppose. We're down toward the last leg of this financial stretch, I suppose. We've been pretty good about things. I think I told you already what I was doing. I didn't have a corn roll or anything. Like, I didn't have a stove. So what I did, maybe I didn't show you before. Here, I'll show you over here if you guys want to see. I bought a portable stove type of thing, gas canister. Take a look right here. Cha-jan. Because it's cheaper and it's the best thing I can do until I can get like the $200 something stove. But you know, the reason I bought this is that it actually has the option. I'll show you over here. Maybe you can't see this box. Later it has the option, you can buy an extra attachment so you can do other things like pancakes or yakiniku. That's the main thing. So I thought toward the summer I can take it outside and do the damn thing. Got this, I think I already showed you this stuff. No washer machine yet, but it's all good. There's a coin laundry right across the street, so it's all good. Got the PlayStation hooked up. I still haven't tested out the LAN cable yet so much. I just really haven't had time to sit down and do that shit. That's been the main deal right now. Got a lot of other design aspects. Oh, and then I guess the other thing I was going to show you was, like, so that mat thing, I haven't bought the mat thing that I wanted yet. Like, I'm probably going to do that in the next couple days. That'll be the next big purchase. Because we actually have a big collaboration coming up on Monday. My pay will probably come through on Friday or so. My pay will come through on Friday, I believe, and by that time, but then I have a collaboration on Monday. It's going to be kind of tight because I'm going to run to IKEA because I got 2 people coming over, and that means over here I'm going to need to get some chairs. Boom, right? And it is what it is. But I guess before that we can just talk about what I'm trying to do tomorrow on my day off. So this is basically it. If you are kind of curious, right there, boom, 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 BVS and IMAX. You know, my plan is, so I have this Club Spice card and such. This is so you can see all last year and the year before I was watching all these movies. So I got points basically to go see it. You know, you can see a free movie now. So my plan tomorrow, I'm gonna roll up with a friend and go watch it, BVS. Because if there's any sort of out I needed in terms of a way to watch a movie without giving money to the studio or whatever. I mean, if the movie is damn good, of course I'll buy a shirt, probably get the Blu-ray, all that, so you know they'll get the money back. But you know, if it's bad, you don't reward things. You don't reward movies for. And the way as divided as this movie has been, it's probably better. Well, who knows? Anyways, I'm not gonna get into all that this time again. But I wanted to try to see this in IMAX, in the best way it's presented and such, because I think I told you already, if I throw away all of the internet fuss and just look at it by itself, it actually I sometimes get kind of excited or kind of at least interested, at least a little bit interested in the movie, enough to just see what all the fuss is about. I'm like, it can't be that bad, right? It can't be that bad, can it? Kind of like that, right? It's one of those things at this point. But anyways, tomorrow very well probably might be the last chance I'll have to watch it in theaters. So I had a little bit of money. I only have like $60 now. I only have like $60. So, you know, tomorrow's the last day before the payday, so I should be okay. Between all that, got enough food, kind of. I mean, you know, it's only like $5, $10 bento. So it's for like, as long as that voucher, as long as the ticket thing goes through, it should be okay. Like for the free ticket, that's fine. Because I was really thinking about it. If I don't end up seeing it this week, in all likelihood they're pulling it from the movie theater. Actually, tomorrow. I mean, they'll be pulling it after 2 or 3 weeks. Especially foreign movies, if they don't do so well, if they're not selling so well, they get pulled out really quickly in less than a month or so. And from judging from what I've been seeing and the actual just money figures, this movie is not lasting internationally. Like, all the advertising is almost gone now. In Shibuya, they took down the big signs and everything. So it's just one of those things, like here today, gone today, and they want to focus on the stuff that actually will make money and sell, understandably. So I figured this is probably the last chance I'll ever get to actually watch it in IMAX, until they release it like a year from now or something like that. Sometimes they do that, like summer specials. They'll show, like, they show The Dark Knight every once in a while. Like once a year they show The Dark Knight in IMAX, and that's always pretty cool. Because, you know, that was the pinnacle of like how to do an action movie in IMAX at that time, and it still is. It still holds up really well. IMAX. Anyways. So hopefully it'll be okay. You know, survival-wise, everything should be okay. I hope so. I don't like stretching it out this much, but, you know, your ambition as a fan sometimes, or you just try to do some things a certain way. Then over the weekend I'll be going to IKEA, and it's funny because I'm talking about everything I'll be doing in the following week, but it is very important because so we heard that the Suicide Squad, Will Smith's gonna have a clip for the Suicide Squad, so I've made a schedule to do a big collaboration with some kind of big names, at least big names in Japan, and I think you guys are gonna like it, as long as the connections kind of get together. It's a little difficult because they're like, not, I won't say, kind of, they are celebrities. Their schedule's more flexible, right? Like kind of funky. Like it's always like last minute deals. But for me, with my job, it's people already schedule things, and so it's kind of hard unless I know well in advance. I can go ahead. So now we kind of have this problem in terms of next Monday when I'm supposed to be filming. I'm gonna have to try and find someone to substitute for some of my classes, and so I can be here to have the door ready for makeup, and on top of that, for doing makeup, I'm going to have to go to IKEA on Saturday after I get paid and go buy a mirror, like basically kind of the essentials. Like I'm okay with like just face up, but you know, sometimes women need like the full body thing, mirror, so I need to go buy a mirror, I need to go buy 2 chairs. It's stress, but at the same time, guys, I guess it's a good stress too, because you know things are going and things are making it. The thing I was kind of banking on was for the YouNow. I was banking on the YouNow money to get transferred through, but there is no like statement. It might be done in the next day or so, but I haven't seen anything yet. So that's the bigger problem. Like I actually messaged them and everything, like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, but you can never bank on that kind of stuff. You never know when something like that is gonna come through or not. Let me make sure. Let me just double check my PayPal real quick. I do like the thumb thing that you can. Yep. Nope. It's only a little. Just a little bit of money in my PayPal. Oh well. Oh well, but it did come through. It did help out a lot for all the other stuff, the main stuff. So now this is just bonus things, right? I don't know what else I can say, basically. Last week was, it went through smooth. I'm kind of, I'm still a little annoyed about taking time off for The Walking Dead, but at the same time, knowing the way my schedule has been with The Walking Dead and the way it will be with Game of Thrones, it's like you're just so fucking burnt out working all night that it's so hard to do those reactions at 11 o'clock at night and then record. It's frustrating trying to keep up that schedule, so that's going to be an issue, I'm sure, with Game of Thrones in the near future, and I don't know what I should do, because back in the day I was able to still do it because I got off at like 7 o'clock on a Monday. I got off at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock on a Monday, and I got home around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, so I could still record and edit, but it was really driving me crazy. Like that schedule also, just reaction, then edit right after that. But nowadays, I come home at 11 o'clock, and just recording the reaction alone is like it's around 12 o'clock when I finish. And then if I really want to, I can grind and try and get that out in an hour. Or if I do a rush job or so, which I really don't like doing. I actually have enjoyed some of the extra edits I've been putting in and the extra work I've been putting into the Walking Dead ones. But it doubles my time in terms of adding in little graphics or searching for it. It doubles and sometimes triples my time. That season finale took actually a long time. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to have to change my schedule on that. And instead of providing the videos on Monday, instead bump them to Tuesdays from now on or something. But it almost is the same. It's almost the same deal, because that schedule is just not working. Working nights just is not working out so well. The only other thing I might have to do is just really force myself, record the reaction at night so I don't get spoiled, or as much as I can. Then record the reaction at night, then wake up really early to do the edit, or just really push through the moment I record it. The moment I hit the record button, it might work. Because recently, yeah, that's the other thing. Recently, somebody's been staying with me, so I have to, like, I don't know, culturally appropriately sit down, have dinner, talk, socialize, that kind of shit, right? But if I'm by myself, which I am again now, I can rush home fairly easily, hit go record immediately. But the download time, that's the other problem. I don't know. There's things, I gotta brainstorm this one out. It's really frustrating sometimes actually trying to keep a schedule. I remember when I didn't have a schedule, it wasn't okay, but it was easier on my mind in terms of stress just to be like, okay, I'll just put it up a few days later. It kind of sucked because people were asking for it, but they don't realize, like, when you have a full-time job, especially a night job, working at night, it's not easy to do this. The other way I was also kind of debating is they have programs where you can actually remotely use your computer, and I thought about this as well, where I can have my computer do some of the work remotely, so by the time I get home it's ready to go and ready for me to watch the show. But sometimes I often wonder, would it be easier to live back in America for this kind of stuff? But honestly, I really don't know, because there's, especially even for the editing style, the editing way, it's not that easy to do it. However, with the new HBO Go going on and the different ways you can watch the shows, through your computer, you can also use OBS to kind of set it all up. And if I had a supercomputer, that would certainly be an option, wouldn't it? Right, to just run the reaction live through that, so all the layers and everything is done. All you have to do is just cut out the dead spots. Honestly, actually, I don't really know which one's easier. Like, I know there's ways you can do it with OBS, but anyways, I'm gonna stop this rant. Getting closer and closer to deciding on going back home in August for Suicide Squad. One reason for Suicide Squad. Second, get my driver's license. Third, I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to just pop up on all the LA YouTubers channels and say what's up. I always thought that'd be kind of cool. And then lastly, do like a meet and greet and such. There were different options I thought about in terms of watching Suicide Squad. It was either going to Hong Kong. I go to Hong Kong. The Hong Kongese will not expedite one of their own. Go to Hong Kong, go to China, or go to Korea to watch Suicide Squad. The movie comes out 1 month later, actually, in Japan, which is actually fast. But the problem is, you know, there's no way. Unless I stop using the internet completely and I stop updating my channel, I'm going to get spoiled on the goddamn movie. So it's like, it's really frustrating, these situations. You know, I remember on my way to Korea, I booked a trip to Korea, and I was about to, I was on my way to watch the Avengers, and it just came out that day, and I was on the toilet, and I was just kind of finally going through my final comments and making sure everything was okay before I went socially down, and I remember seeing a comment, "Quicksilver dies." And I was like, fucking A, man. I was so mad about it, kind of mad, but also kind of like, meh, whatever, it's Quicksilver. But I was so mad about that because I went, and I think I made a video for you guys, oh man, all these motherfuckers with the spoilers and all this other bullshit. Watch out, guys, they're everywhere, right? Shit was so fucking expensive, that trip to watch The Age of Ultron, but I enjoyed it though, and that movie was good for me. I watched that movie twice in one day. Because it's so cheap to watch them in Korea. But anyways, the point I was telling you guys is yeah, the cheaper option would actually to go to a neighborhooding Asian country. I might still have an in for the military, maybe, but my guy might be moving back as well. So but anyways, the most expensive option actually is to go back home to LA. But it's also the most beneficial for the channel if I can do a meet and greet and all this other stuff. I talked to Tyrone last night in terms of how he did his booking when he went to Los Angeles. If you're wondering, I'm from LA, but my family doesn't live in LA anymore, so I have no grounding. Even my grandmother actually moved, which really sucks. I sold the house and everything, so there is no Stark in Los Angeles anymore. There's no Aka in Los Angeles. So now my family, they live in the desert, which is an hour away from Los Angeles. And the last time I went back 2 years ago, and that was not beneficial for me at all because I didn't have a driver's license. I couldn't rent a car. So I always had to just wait on somebody when they came home to drive me somewhere, which was the closest thing on Walmart. So I couldn't meet my friends. None of my friends wanted me to come out. None of my friends actually wanted to come out to Lancaster area and shit. Like Palmdale and shit. It's an hour and a half away. So I was just stuck for a week, just cleaning a garage, and I was damn, I could have been back in Japan working on the channel or doing something. It was really frustrating. And I think at that time I wasn't 2 years ago, yeah, I wasn't as actively That's right. I was doing more of the vlogging stuff, less reactions, and just more of the vlogging and Japan stuff. And I missed those times though because my videos were dope back then. There was just more heart and more work put into each one, but it also took a lot more time and a lot less return back. It was like 100 views, 150 views, you know. So it doesn't make any financial sense to do those, to put so much work into those vlogs as much. But I still do them as much as I can to keep the balance of the channel about Akasan not get subjugated to just becoming another React channel or something like that. Even though some people make that confusion, but you know, I just gotta, which understandably so, because the majority of my videos now are all reactions, but it's more than that. I just have to do a better job. Even today I was trying to, there's something I wanted to film in terms of a roast type of thing, and I just didn't get around to it because I was too busy trying to fucking get these tickets for Batman v Superman, on top of there was something else I was also dealing with. And actually CJ called me later, not CJ, not King CJ, but we were talking and telling me to like calm down and just relax and like try and just take everything one step at another. I was the collaboration thing, that like I have to balance so many things, and it's like one person here, one person there. Okay, if this is cool. And I'm actually still waiting on that information. The fuck? Okay, and I'm still waiting on that information to see what's the next step I should do in terms of my side to how to cover. But whatever. I'm just gonna chill. I did a few reactions in terms of rendering and shit, and did the laundry, so I got some stuff done today. But sometimes this is what happens, like when you have to wait on other puzzle pieces like to move. Like it's like just playing a board game, like you have to wait on other things to move. In the meantime, you're kind of stuck trying to just do your own thing. So and so that's the other thing I want to book. And also with the collaboration with CJ next week, it was supposed to be this week, but it's too busy. I can't do it. So I need to look into booking the YouTube space for that. So, and that's a whole nother thing, dealing with Japanese and going to the websites and trying to read it and make sure you get the information correctly. It's a bit frustrating. Anyways, guys, that's about it for today. I think maybe tonight I'll finish up a few more videos and then just try and chill on PlayStation, on Twitch, play some games, drink. There's some curry that looks kind of strange, but I might heat it up and eat it tonight. And that's it. Alright? Okay, guys. Leave your questions, comments below, and I will let you guys know what's up next week. I'm out. Bye. Zoom just came in there. Now that's power.